This is my villagers coming out video. Every single one of my villagers is gay. All of them. Not a single straight villager on my island. So you know what that means. Pride parade time! Before we get started though, Kyle in a sports bra. Like and subscribe if you agree. We're gonna be building this parade right next to the museum here. It's also right next to the entrance, so very easy to get to for all guests that are gonna be traveling far and wide to come to the Bambara Pride Parade. I have collected items in my pocket, filled up. That pocket is a thick pocket right now. Obviously, later on I do go grab lots more things, but that's just everything that I thought that I would need to start out with. So the very first thing we're doing is chopping down this tree. Nobody tell the Lorax. And then we're just gonna start creating our road, which is where we're gonna have floats, and it's the main attraction, obviously, that you're gonna be going to the Pride Parade for. So I just build out the road. I do some little adjustments here and there. Beryl is fishing. He's just being his cute little self. Look at this little angel right here. I would die for him. He does an outfit change. Fashion icon Beryl. Nobody is as stylish as Beryl. Anyway, I'm just finishing up adjusting the road. I was kind of trying to figure out where I wanted empty space and all that jazz. I end up filling in a whole lot of space up at the front. It gets really crowded, which I really like. I like clutter. Clutter's my thing. I'm a big fan of lag on my island, so I do cram a lot of stuff into this build, as I do with everything else. And so those areas on the sides of the road, I want to cram with as much stuff as possible. So you're gonna see that. We're just putting down some rainbow chalk all over. I already had this in my codes because I use it all over my island. I use a couple of different chalk codes everywhere, so I was glad that I already had this. Since I've already been doing Kidcore, a lot of my codes already worked so perfectly for this build because it's a lot of color and rainbow, and I didn't even need to download new codes, except for I got this rainbow dress that I'm wearing, and I downloaded a bunch of flags, which I scatter around later. We're not going to talk about the flea on Kiki. Nobody saw it, guys. She's embarrassed, okay? It happens to the best of us. It's nothing to be embarrassed about, but you know how she is, so we're not going to bring it up, okay? We're going to keep that on the down low, so nobody mention it. I'm just throwing sprinkles all over the path as well and putting down some puddles. The sprinkles and the puddles I thought would kind of act as like spilled food and drinks. I know that the puddles have toys in them. It's supposed to be like a pond. It's multi-purpose. Okay, we're just gonna pretend that it's like spilled drinks, because if you've ever been to a Pride Parade or Pride Festival, you know that there's just like, sometimes the ground is sticky because people spill things, people are a little tipsy. I guess we could say that the sprinkles that I put down are confetti, because there is confetti. At least the Pride that I've gone to, there's been confetti and spilled drinks, so we had to incorporate that. And I put down the 2021 arch because I thought 2021 Pride. It's got the year. Plus, you don't get much use out of that otherwise. I feel like it's really hard to decorate with. So I'm crafty. I found a use for it, okay? The most important item that I knew that I had to put in this Pride Parade was the festival float. You can't have a parade without a float, so float it is. And I put a little car down. Since it is a road, obviously there wouldn't be like cars driving down the road because it's closed down due to the parade, but I put a car down to indicate that it's a road. And then I put down my pumpkin carriage to act as another float, which was excessively big. I didn't even realize how big the pumpkin carriage was. It's been a hot minute since I've had that on my island. It took up a whole extra space more than the float did. That's okay though. I like it. I love these big items. I kind of want more. And now now we're adding some rainbow panels over in this area. This is just gonna act as like a little stall area where you can buy things, I guess. I don't know. Pride always has like stalls and stuff where people are giving away things. It's a festival. There are stalls and booths where people and businesses have things, so we're putting things here, okay? And we're blocking off more of the area with some hedge fencing. I unfortunately only have blue festival items because it's just so like a whole lot of work to try to get the rainbow feathers. I might eventually go onto the black market, aka Nookazon, and get some rainbow feathers so that I can switch out that festival stall with rainbow one. I can customize it to be rainbow, but for now we're just gonna stick with the blue one, and I already have a blue festival stall on the other side, so it kind of evened down. And kind of, you know, it works, I guess. Obviously, I had to put a drink down. That's clearly a kid-friendly drink. It's just cider, no alcohol in it, okay? This is a family-friendly Pride. That drink is strictly non-alcoholic. And then on the other side, I'm putting down some more very colorful pathing, and I put down the fencing behind that to kind of incorporate the fencing that was on the other side over on the left to even it out. And then I put down my fortune cookie cart to act as another booth where you can buy things. I wish we could actually get the fortune cookies, but we can't have everything. I'm putting balloons down. I don't have a green balloon to put down, so you see me switch out the balloons a few times. Like, I just switch them around because I don't want too many colors all in one area. And by too many colors, I mean too many items of the same color all in one area. So I don't want like a blue balloon, that's hard to say, a balloon right next to the blue stall, and I don't want like a red balloon right next to a red item, if that makes sense. So I switch them around a few times. I could have just grabbed a green balloon as well. I feel like that would have helped me out a little bit, but I already got all of the items that I wanted for the area. I wasn't gonna try to get another balloon. I am lazy. I just work with whatever items I have. Sometimes I go out of my way and I like plan ahead. Sometimes I just wing it. I just like woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I want to make a pride parade. That would be so much fun. So I did it, and I just work with whatever items I have. So now I'm just putting down more of that Fortnite fencing to incorporate it more into the build. I just kind of line the area with the fencing. And now this area over here, it takes me a minute. It takes me a hot sec to figure out what I want to do with it. Because I knew that I wanted to put another fun little area over there. I was thinking of putting a bench over there so you can like sit and watch the floats go by. You can watch the parade, but it just looked too empty. And I also put down the Kiki and Lala cloud maker. I tried to pretend that was another float, so it is, okay? It has clouds, maybe that's the engine. I put that down and it looks cute, okay? So it works. We did our best with what we had. It's another relatively big item. But anyway, I was thinking of putting a bench over here. So I put down my public bench and the color of it just doesn't work. And the pathing underneath just looks too empty. The red on that mushroom is far too bright. There's too many bright colors over there. If you have watched my builds up until now, you know that my Kidcore island, I don't want to be like super bright colors. I want it more like pastel. This Pride area is a little bit of an exception because it is Pride. So I have placed down a few more brightly colored items than I do in other areas, and I let it slide. But that area over there was just too much color. So I customized my mushroom platform to be green, and then I customized it back to red, but I change it back to green later, so don't even worry about that. And the pathing, like I said, it just looked too empty, and it was too bland compared to the pathing on the other side of the road. At the entrance of the parade. So I had this area over in Apollo's yard where I do this with the pathing. I like mix the dirt paths so that it's in lines, and then I put down brick. And I might eventually switch out this brick that I'm gonna put down with more colorful brick, but I kind of like how they're muted, like it's not too in your face. So I put down the brick and I mix match them. I go in like the most rainbow pattern that I can. I only have green, blue, and purple of this brick, so I go green, blue, purple, which is technically in rainbow order. And then I decided that I was missing some areas where I could put down flowers, so I took out a chunk of brick right there and another chunk of brick back there, which I believe I put a balloon down right there. So my plan for flowers wasn't even accurately executed. I find spaces for flowers, okay? Don't worry, don't fret, I figure it out. And I found a spot for my public bench. Don't even worry about that either. I put down brake tappers over here because how are you gonna go to Pride without gambling? That's where I put down my balloon. Up in this area here, I added some more pathing that just leads to a part on my water park that you can climb up to, just since I needed a walkway right there anyway, so you could climb up to it. We put a tent over here. I guess you can camp out, and it just looks cute. And I decided that I was gonna do a rock climbing area, just lots of fun activities. And when you're rock climbing, I guess you can fall onto a pile of cookies, and who's gonna complain about that? So there you go, you can rock climb right there. There's a teddy bear that will watch you rock climb. It's a good time. I am putting down some leaf piles. I thought that these leaf piles worked kind of similarly to how I was thinking confetti or trash would just be scattered about, and I needed to put down a garbage can. It was either a garbage can or a porta potty that I would put down, and I thought a garbage can looked a little nicer. Listen, you're gonna be outside all day long. I hope you're drinking a lot of water, so you're gonna need to have a garbage can, okay? We're being realistic here, okay? This is a very realistic build. Here is where I customize my mushroom. I finally make the right choice and customize to the mushroom. And now for the fun part, we're putting down all of our pride flags. I got 10 pride flags. I wasn't able to fit all of them, unfortunately, but I tried to do my best. So we're just putting those down, and I'm so glad that Nintendo gave us flags because this build would just not be complete without these pride flags. I decided that on the sides of the 2021 arch that I wanted to put 2 rainbow flags to kind of tell you what you're walking into, you know? So I had to go grab some items to put those flags on top of, and I decided that I was gonna put them on top of the mush stools since those can be pretty brightly colored. So I customized one to be red and one to be yellow, and I put the flags right on top of it, and it looks so cute. I'm really happy that I did that. I think that's adorable. And last but not least, we had to go grab a plethora of flowers, rainbow flowers. For every single build that I do on this island, I always grab a flower of every color and I try to incorporate them all into the build. So this is no different than all of my other builds. It's just extra perfect for Pride. Now we're just placing down these flowers everywhere. Like I said, in general on this island, it's been kind of difficult for me to incorporate flowers because I am putting a lot of items everywhere, but I'm putting down as many flowers as I can. I don't remember if I mentioned, but I have been getting lag on my island, which I love. It means that I put a lot of hard work and detail and effort into it, so I'm very happy with that. And we are done. Wow. Here is the finished product. You can enter by going to the right when you get off of the airport. I have to finish up all of my dirt pathing. I have to put down the rest of the designs and weeds and stuff that I fill that dirt pathing with, but for now it leads up to the area, so it's fine. How cute is this? I'm so proud of this build. I think it's so cute. out and I'm so happy with it. So I highly recommend bringing a megaphone when you come to the parade so that you can make lots and lots of noise. Here's where you can get your non-alcoholic beverages. And obviously you can come over here and gamble a little bit, or you don't have to gamble. You can also take pictures of the floats and just watch as the parade goes on and the floats go by. And lastly, you can come up here and climb on the rock climbing wall. Just a little bit of an extra fun activity. And that is everything. I am so happy with how this build turned out, and I hope that you enjoyed watching. If you plan on building a pride area on your island, I would absolutely love to see it, and you can send pictures in the Discord. The link is down below if you'd like to join. Lastly, if you do plan on celebrating Pride this year, make sure you stay safe in every way you can. Make sure you are drinking lots of water, and if necessary, wear a mask. I care about you all, and I want to make sure that you are safe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!